Hey everyone, welcome back to the Poplar Report. We're going to issue a little bit of a retraction, I guess, correction, something I reported on the other day. We got 13 counties that are getting a change to their election procedures in North Carolina that should make it easier to vote. We got the FBI thwarting a major terrorist attack against the United States. This one will send shivers down your bones. We got fires burning. We got, we even have the UK, people fighting back against their government, against government overreach. We got a bunch of reports coming from you guys from all over. Let's jump right into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and I just survived my hurricane, and well, a lot of folks are still riding out this Hurricane Milton right now down in Florida. We're waiting on word on how bad it was and how it's going to affect things, but we're going to get those updates to you out as quickly as possible. Before we dive in, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They help people with retirement accounts get out of stocks, bonds, other risky things, and also supporting all sorts of political things that they don't necessarily want to support. Some of you guys asked for the phone number directly and website. I will put those down in the pinned comment down below so you can just look at it there or click through or ask them a question or something like that without any kind of getting on a list. And then at the end of the video, there'll still be the link to find out more. All right, if you guys have updates, please do keep sending them in. Just use the word update somewhere in your comment, and that gets it to the right place, of course. Make sure you give some sort of geographical location if that's relevant to your comment. All right, a bunch of you guys did send this out that more information is available on the Bristol Speedway, moving all the supplies over to the Bristol Speedway. Apparently, Bear over at Bear Independent and Grindstone Ministries is involved in the inventorying and that kind of thing. They say that's on the up and up. So, okay, I did pass along an update from one of you guys about one of your shipments getting diverted to the Bristol Speedway, and there were questions about that. But apparently that does seem to be on the up and up. All right, North Carolina has heard some of the questions from this channel as well as other people asking the question of, are the people in North Carolina, especially in these very red counties, still going to be able to vote? If their polling places are blown away, washed away, if they're not able to get back home, are they going to be able to get absentee ballots? How's this going to work? So they changed the voting rules in 13 counties, and we'll have to look at these a little closer. But from my understanding, right now they're adding voting sites. They're extending hours for pre-election voting, and extending the ability for people to request an absentee ballot and making those procedures easier. Of course, we have to ask the question, are there going to be abuses with that? And we'll keep an eye on that. If you have questions because you're in those areas, definitely reach out to your local election board, or if you want to reach out to your preferred political party, they will probably be able to point you in the right direction because they want you to vote. If you tell them, hey, I'm going to vote for your guy or gal, and they'll probably walk you through how to make sure that you do get actually your vote counted. All right, speaking of elections, the FBI has just arrested an Afghan asylum seeker, that's what we're calling them, right? Asylum seekers, in Oklahoma City, who was planning to do a mass boomstick attack on Election Day for ISIS and equality or something. I don't know. I don't know if ISIS talks about equality, but everyone who likes ISIS here in the United States seems to talk about equality. Not fairness, not, equity, right? Anyway, this is a major attack. This was a person that came in across the border, claimed asylum, and shouldn't be here, and yet he was here, and he had his family here, and one of the things that tipped off the government was that he sent his wife and kids away, spent all of his money sending them out of country so that he could then do this nefarious, horrible thing. These attacks are being planned. Our enemies are truly against us. We don't need to go over there to find them. They are here. We've invited them in, and we need to deal with that, and we need to deal with it quickly. Jessica points out that over 73,000 acres have burned in the elk fire in Wyoming. It's been burning since September 27th and is only 10% contained as of yesterday. It's been burning for a while and still not contained. Don't worry, I'm sure the president is getting regular reports at his beach chair. He is commanding, as he tells us, with the hurricanes and the fires and all that. I'm sure that's all being managed by His Highness at the beach chair office center. Tim says CSX coal train derailment in Covington, Virginia, just at the paper mill, no media coverage. All right, so probably not any chemical spills, but still another derailment and more issues with the rail lines. Ali Bali, this is one your guys are going to like. A bit of lighthearted news, but it's not so light. It's important. Following the news, the new UK law requiring everybody to register all birds, such as chickens, ducks, geese, pigeons, quail, birds of prey. Not 100 of them, but if you even have one. If you have a pet goose, you need to register them. So that's kind of an infringement upon everybody's rights. And of course, you register what you're planning to seize or you're planning to tax. You're either going to do one or the other, okay? So how did the people of the UK respond to this? Oh, by the way, this is supposed to help prevent the spread of bird flu. The government website crashed after such a high surge of people registering them. Well, I mean, didn't they expect this? Well, they didn't expect this. Many people registered unusual birds, such as rubber chickens, kept as pets. Roast chickens. Oh, do you have a roast chicken that you brought home from the store? You better register that with the website. And chicken nuggets. And you should probably register each and every single one of those chicken nuggets too. So as you bring in a bag of chicken nuggets, register each chicken nugget with the website. Mass compliance, right? When you have a government overreach like this, no charge to register, but a deadline by which you need to register all your birds. That is what the people did was, fine, we will register every single bird and we'll make lots and lots of non-real comments and we'll mess up the data set by putting so much garbage in there that it'll take them too much time to sift through all of them to figure out which ones are legitimate, which ones aren't, and it makes the effect of the law null and void. And we need to take some notes on those things, right? Throwback Thursday says, Florida update. Lines in Home Depot up to 2 hours long. My son-in-law left the plywood there because it's just too long to get out. Milton has hit. My daughter and 2 grandchildren are there. The feeling of worry hurts. They plan on staying there. God be with you all. Hugs from New Hampshire. Mel Calvin says Northern UK. Got all the folks in the UK acting out a little bit right now. That's good to see. Northern UK. Job situation here is dire. Okay. We're getting told that the economies are doing just fantastic and they've never been better. And yet on the ground, not the same. I contract in the IT world and have been applying for hundreds of jobs at rates half what I would have gotten last year and not getting any feedback from any of the applications. Recruiters are calling me for leads and they're sounding desperate, trying to find positions, right, for people. My job ends the end of this month and have nothing to go to. Quote from my wife, this is our apocalypse. or as they say, when the stuff starts hitting the fan, SHTF, you can have that personal. And you need to be prepared for if everything goes sideways, but even if things just go sideways for you, right? Do you have the rainy day ability to get through hard times? Because hard times are here for a lot of people, and hard times are coming for a whole lot more. Truth Triumphant says, after hearing your report, I asked my husband to call his best friend whose daughter and family were unsure if they would leave. They live in Clearwater. When her dad called, she said they were unable to leave, no gas, all the pumps dried up, sitting ducks, the worst storm in 150 years, and God have mercy on us all. Now, I did notice that when I talked to you guys about evacuations, a bunch of you hopped on there. It's gridlocked. There's no point in evacuating anyway. Wrong. Please do not listen to random YouTube or internet trolls who think they know stuff. Listen to your local officials and your local information. There are some pictures of some roads being gridlocked for some time, but all of those roads went green overnight, right? So people tried leaving at 6, 7 o'clock and they got gridlocked. But by midnight, all those roads were clear and people could move as fast as they wanted to on those roads. So, and that's also another recommendation out there too. If you need to evacuate when there's a lot of people wanting to evacuate, think about leaving your home around 1 a.m. because you're going to run into a whole lot less traffic. People all want to flee during the day. You pack up all your stuff, make sure you have everything, take a nap, right? Take a nap and then wake up in the middle of the night and get out of town. That's always a good idea. That way you burn up less fuel waiting in traffic. But this is one of the reasons why you need to have some gasoline at your home. If you need to bug out, you have enough gasoline to fill up your car and get to where you need to go, even if all the pumps around you aren't working. Things to learn, right? Things to learn. Daily, and once again, circle that back to listen to your government officials, local government officials. If they're trying to evacuate you, they will tell you how to do it, okay? They will give you ideas. They will let you know. And also check out Google Maps. Check out Google Maps for traffic. That works when the grid is up and when the grid is only semi-up. But before storms, it definitely still works. Daily Life says, I'm working in Columbus, Ohio currently, and the Kroger store here has aisles of empty shelves that are covered with pictures of groceries that make it look full at first glance. It's like a roll down picture from the top shelf to the bottom shelf. So that's in Columbus, Ohio. Now they may be redoing the store, moving stuff around, but a lot less stock up there than what there should be. Susan says, Central Pennsylvania giant grocery store has armed guards in the store 24/7 now. They said that they will have them soon at all stores. This is a suburbia store, not a city store. I talked to a guard, and he said, expect things to get worse in 2 to 3 weeks. Gee, what's coming up in 3 or 4 weeks? Oh, an election. Yeah. Things are just going to get worse and worse. What's that old saying say? The beatings will continue until morale improves. Well, the beatings will continue until the polling for a certain somebody improves. It seems like that's the case. Never before have they had guards. Why now? What does the corporation know? FBI whistleblower Marcus Allen advised U.S. citizens to have 3 or 4 months of food stocked up like in the Great Depression. He said, have a way to defend yourself also. What does he know? It's been really nice to know what others in this community know so I can prepare. Thank you. 30-Day Ride has this to say. Question is, anyone else having issues getting medical care, especially if on Medicare? It's taking weeks to get a CT scan authorized for cancer. I have a family member waiting for the same reason in another state. I've never had to wait for authorization for this or anything else that I know of. When you have cancer, it's kind of important to get the scan done when symptoms are getting worse. Doctors in both cases are not happy about letting it go this long. But the hospital won't do it unless it's authorized first. I'm concerned that this administration has left Medicare in the same boat as FEMA for the same reason. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. This is from Toe. This is from a McDonald's in Dallas-Fort Worth area. Now, I'm not advocating going to McDonald's, but they are one of the largest food distribution companies in the United States. My son went to McDonald's to grab some dinner this past Friday. Had a 20% off coupon, but could not get a filet of fish sandwich as they didn't have any fish there. My son noticed a lot of items were crossed off the menu since they weren't available either. We ended up with Big Mac meals. Yeah, if they ever run out of Big Mac patties, which is the same thing I use for the cheeseburgers and the McDoubles, and if they just run out of those beef patties, the apocalypse has come. Then you're just going to see a bunch of Twinkies laying around, and that's about all the food that's going to be left, right? Puddin asked this question: how many miles have you walked, and where are you? Pics of the highlight on the trail, please. Have a great trip. Okay, so if you want to find out more about my trip, my hike on the Camino de Santiago, I am in Spain, of course. Check out my Bible channel, Poplar Bible Studies. I'm doing weekday updates over there from the trail usually, and I talk about kind of how my hike is going. But for the short answers, I am almost to Burgos, Spain. Burgos, Spain. That's a city, and I should be there later today. That's the plan. I've gone about 152 miles so far, and the trail in its entirety is about 500 miles. So I will be just at about 1/3 of the way when I hit Burgos. That's kind of the first third, and then Leon is the second third, and then the rest of the way to Santiago de Compostela is the final rung of that, and then some people do keep walking until they hit the ocean. I probably will not be doing that because I need to get back before Election Day, because this guy is still registered in Pennsylvania. So I will be getting back to vote and make sure that my vote counts, and make sure that other people around are able to get to the polls if necessary. But we'll give you some updates direct from Pennsylvania as the election happens. Hopefully I'll be able to do some live stuff from Pennsylvania. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining with us. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold, check the pinned comment down below. If you want to just give them a call and just check out. But make sure you mention this channel if you do move forward with them, because they will waive the setup fee then. Or you can click on the link right there. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up there. And if you want to check out over the Bible Study channel, just type in the search bar Poplar Bible Studies, and that will take you to that channel. Some of my thoughts and reflections as I'm traveling. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.